Triumph the insult, comic dog may be the best political correspondent working today. Right now, living in America feels like sitting in the front row of a horror movie as the nation inches closer to a pivotal presidential election. Will it be the current vice president or the walking, talking hemorrhoid who somehow managed to ruin Home Alone 2 retroactively? Stay tuned. In these fraught times, the role of the press is more crucial than ever. Yet, with cable news devolving into a flaming dumpster pile and major newspapers shackled by their billionaire owners, we must turn to an unlikely hero for journalistic integrity: a rubber hand puppet. Yes, Triumph the insult comic dog, operated by comedian Robert Smigel, has been delivering sharp and biting election coverage for The Daily Show. Most recently, Triumph ventured to Madison Square Garden to interview Trump supporters gathered for what he cheekily called the city's most toxic open mic night, or as Triumph described it, a caravan of migrants invading Manhattan. As always, Smigel delivered razor-sharp barbs, cleverly skewering Republican rhetoric. For instance, he asked one visiting couple, since you arrived in New York City, how many times have you been murdered? To another diehard Trump supporter, he posed the question, what do you think is less likely? That Haitians are eating cats? Or that all of the guys here have eaten pussy? His quips landed with precision, blending humor with pointed political critique, a skill some other political commentators could stand to learn. Triumph's segment even captured a Trump supporter sneaking a white supremacist hand signal onto the broadcast, once again proving the puppet's ability to expose uncomfortable truths about the movement. Earlier this year, Triumph scored an invite to the vice presidential debate, where he grilled billionaire Trump ally Howard Lutnick with the question, why does tampon Tim Walz have no issue with tampons in bathrooms, but takes issue with installing a couple of douchebags in the White House? Triumph's transition to political satire isn't new. His foray into this arena began with the 2004 election. While the puppet initially rose to fame on Late Night with Conan O'Brien, his sharp political edge emerged during a now infamous interview with Conan's rival, Jay Leno. On that occasion, John Kerry somehow ended up on the same Tonight Show episode as Triumph, but appeared after him, prompting the Washington Post to quip that Kerry was playing second fiddle to a canine puppet. Triumph's observation? The poop I made in the dressing room had more heat than John Kerry. Since then, Triumph has consistently delivered biting election commentary, from skewering debates to roasting undecided voters. His magnum opus may have been during the 2016 election, when he followed Ted Cruz's campaign with a duplicate bus, heckling the senator at every stop. According to Smigel, Cruz's team was so irritated they offered an interview to make Triumph the stop, but Smigel decided it was funnier to keep up the harassment, giving viewers a look at Cruz delivering the same awkward speech on repeat and signing supporters' firearms. As the 2024 election looms, here's hoping The Daily Show brings Triumph back for election night coverage. After all, few things are as satisfying as a puppet dog's perfectly timed roast of democracy's messiest moments.